Hello everyone, this is Hawaii Fabo with a video update on the 65 gallon reef tank. As you can see, come a long way since the last video. Here we have the tank itself, 65 gallons. That is 3 feet left to right, 1.5 foot front to back, and 2 feet tall. Going with a much smaller tank this time, as this is my first reef tank, so it is large enough to be able to have a good amount of water volume in it, get a nice selection of fish in there as well, and just have room to play around with. So it's a big enough system to allow for mistakes as well, which is important. I think anything smaller than a 55, you're kind of asking for trouble, but I don't like the footprint of the 55, it's too narrow. I don't like narrow tanks, so I went with the 18 inches front to back width of the tank. We've got the Overflows on there from my previous tank. These are the Lifereef Overflows. I think I'm going to use both of them. I was in two minds about whether to use just one of them, but I do want to have maximum flow with water cycling through the tank. So to do that, I'll need to have two overflows, and the space that they take up is really the only negative side to having two overflows. It's very minimal, and with the aquascaping that I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do just one big island in the middle with lots of tunnels and caves throughout it, giving lots of room around the edge of the glass, makes it easier to clean as well. So having that island there in the middle is going to have a very minimal impact on the overflows themselves. The back of the tank I painted black. I used an oil-based paint. It took me 3 coats is what I did for that. And definitely the way to go is using the sponge rollers and the oil-based paint that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. Pretty straightforward job. Moving on to the stand. As you can see, the stand is bigger than the tank itself. The stand is 5 feet left to right, 60 inches. So the tank is actually going to sit in the middle of the stand once I've reinforced the top and put a baseboard down. So I've got some wood that I need to get cut and painted. I'm going to put that on the top there, so it's going to look like a nice solid stand there. The sumps are in. We have my original sump here, which was custom made. That's going to hold the skimmer, and we're going to have probably some heaters in that last chamber there. We might put some chemi-purely in here as well somewhere. I'm really not too sure what to do with this because I have all this space. Definitely will have 2 filter socks here for incoming, and then I'm going to do a couple oh god, I can't even remember what we call them now, but we're going to drill through the 2 tanks, through the 2 sumps here. This one being the eshopps R100 Refugium, and I'll bring that out of the tank maybe another day to give you guys a better look at that. But that's going to be Miracle Mud Chamber. This will be the return chamber here. I'm sorry about the light, guys, it's pretty horrendous, I know. I just want to give you all a quick update on what's going on. So yeah, we have this chamber here as a spare chamber for something. This chamber here again, spare for something else. Skimmer chamber and Refugium. So a lot of filtration here. Doesn't leave me much room in the stand itself, only about maybe 7 or 8 inches of space. Because I'm using Miracle Mud, I don't know if I'm going to need to dose magnesium and alkaline. I'm going to plan on hopefully not having to do that and just see how it goes. And we'll just do an auto top off instead, just to see how we get on with that, and we'll go from there. But getting ahead of myself there. So tomorrow I'm going to get the wood, get it cut, and we're going to put that on the top there after I've sized it up, and then we're going to start painting. And then in a couple of weeks the canopy will come. That's going to be a rollback canopy, and that's coming from DFW, and that'll be really nice on there. I'm looking forward to getting that on there. And so far as the top of the tank goes, I'm gonna do a little DIY cover for it. Previously I had the glass tops on there. I hated those things. They were very frustrating to work with. Didn't really fit properly, and because of my overflows too, the cuts that I had to make in the plastic were bigger. You know, I couldn't accommodate those cuts, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just gonna go with the standard window screens, and mixed with some egg crate, which I have. So we're got a lot to do, but like I said, we're not in any rush. We're actually moving apartments, so I'm not going to be able to set this tank up here. We're going to set it up in our new place at the beginning of the year, so we won't be seeing water in here for a while. Just a lot of planning and a lot of research, which is always the fun part, because I think you look back on that once you've got your tank set up and you kind of miss it in a way. That constant feeling of knowing you've got something coming or you've got to work on something, it's just a nice feeling. So I'm going to enjoy this process while I can. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, things like that. And I'll be seeing you soon. Cheers, bye.